Hey, hello there. Surprisingly, I'm recording again. Why is it that I'm recording? Because I've been thinking about it, and well, the Naruto fan base needs to be stopped. Why? Okay, let me explain. I like Naruto. I wouldn't say that's in my top favorites, not even close, but I do like Naruto. It's an enjoyable show. It has a lot of problems, but it is an enjoyable show. So, I have no problems with Naruto. I enjoy it. I have no problems with people who like Naruto. I have no problems with them. They can enjoy the show for all. They can enjoy the show. I really couldn't care less. What I have a problem with is those people who just pick a certain character who is not as impressive as everybody thinks and then they wank him to high hell, making him seem like he's so much stronger. And a lot of people are going to be able to tell who I'm talking about off of my brief explanation. But I'm going to be talking about Itachi Uchiha and why he is not as strong as people think he is. A lot of people love to wank him. If you have been around, if you have seen any Naruto discussions that talk about Itachi, like 9 times out of 10, Itachi, they are saying that Itachi can beat somebody that he can't. Probably the guy that I hear the most of, character that I hear would lose to Itachi the most times is probably Pain and Nagato. Don't know why though. Like everybody says that Itachi can beat Pain, everybody says that Itachi can beat Nagato, but it's not true. It's not true, not even close. So, while I have this playing in the background, well, I'm going to be sitting here playing it, I'm going to explain to everybody who's actually watching this video, which is probably not going to be a lot of people, but for the people who do decide to watch this video, hi, hello there. I'm going to explain to you why Itachi is not as strong as people think he is, and why Itachi would get molested by Pain and Nagato. So, first up, why do people think that Itachi's busted? For a couple reasons. Firstly, he has possibly the most impressive Susanoo in the entire series. Well, he has the most impressive armored Susanoo. It's the strongest armored Susanoo out of all of them. Not even close. He has the Totsuka Blade and the Yadamira. Mix that with his Mangekyo abilities being Amaterasu and Tsukuyomi, and then his mastery of Genjutsu, and a lot of I can see people thinking that Itachi's pretty strong. I can see that. What I can't see is how people see all of that good stuff about Itachi and then instantly think, oh yeah, people like Nagato are nothing compared to him. It's not even close. So you know what? I'm just gonna stop. I'm just gonna stop on my head and I'm just gonna move on to why Nagato destroys Itachi. Because let me tell you, it's not even close. People like to bring up, oh yeah, Susanoo, Yadamir can't be broken. Yeah, so there's nothing that the Paths of Pain can do about it. Two problems with that. Firstly, and this is the real big one, it's not omnidirectional. It's not omnidirectional, so the Asura path and the animal path should be able to go around the Yadamir and then just hit him from behind and bye bye Susanoo. Couple solid hits from the Asura path and one solid hit from the majority of the animal path summons should be enough to break straight through his Susanoo. Or at bare minimum, crack the damn thing. So there's no way his Susanoo's lasting. There's no way. Secondly, well, actually there are more problems. Another one, which is a really big one, is that it depends on what Itachi you're talking about. If you're talking about living Itachi, then things are going to get bad for him very fast. Like, very fast. Like, very, very, very fast. Like, I cannot specify how fast shit is going to be going wrong for him. Like, let me just. Oh, God, it's not. Living Itachi has so many problems. His stamina is not good. Not even close to good. I wouldn't even say that his stamina is passable. It's not. His stamina is ass. It's pure ass. And he's already like gone. He's already at the point where if he overuses his Mangekyo too much in a single fight, it's gonna run out halfway through the damn fight. So, and seeing how he won't be able to beat the Paths of Pain without his Susanoo, he's gonna be using it the entire fight. So, if you're talking about living Itachi halfway through the fight, his Susanoo and his Mangekyo abilities are gone. It's he. God, living Itachi had a problem taking. I'm like, yeah, he was probably holding back against Sasuke, but he had a problem keeping up with Sasuke. How's he supposed to take out Pain? It's not even fair putting those two in the same league because they're not even close. But along with that, another thing that I should bring up is the fact that while yes, the Yadamira can block everything, I don't think that the Yadamira's ability allows him to just pure on negate the Diva Path. And if it can't negate the Diva Path, then Nagato wins right then and there. Well, he still wins, but it's even easier. Because remember, the Diva Path has Bancho Tenin, which is pretty much the reverse of Shinra Tensei. Shinra Tensei pushes things away using an abnormal pretty much super telekinesis on steroids, just creating an omnidirectional wave that pushes things away. Bancho Tenin is the exact opposite, so instead of pushing things away, it pulls things towards him. That's a problem, because if his Susanoo isn't, if his Susanoo is not, Bancho Tenin proof, as in, if his Yadamir cannot block Bancho Tenin, which I don't think it can, but if it can't, then the Diva Path can just yank Itachi out of the Susanoo. And if that happens, he's dead meat. There's no way he's living. Because he's going to get yanked out of the Susanoo, and then immediately afterwards, that gives the Asura Path, the Animal Path, and the Human Path, and the Diva Path as well, free chances to kill him. Not to mention that, now this is going to be a much bigger problem when I get to Nagato, but the Preta Path should be able to somewhat absorb the chakra of the Susanoo. I know people are going to be like, what? No, that shouldn't be possible. Thing is, though, the Susanoo is a chakra-based being that sits around its user to protect them, and then fights for them. Note how I said chakra-based, because that's what the Susanoo is. It's chakra formed into a giant armor or Gundam thingy that protects its users at all costs, and also fights for them. That is a problem, because once again, chakra-based is the word that's gonna screw him over big time. Since it's chakra-based, that means that the Preta Path should be able to at least somewhat absorb the chakra that's making up the freaking Susanoo. And under those conditions, that means that the Preta Path should be able to weaken it, even if only a little bit. He should be able to weaken it enough to where the Asura Path and the Animal Path should be able to break through it. And one, chaotic Shinra Tensei from the Diva Path is shattering Itachi Susanoo, no diff. Without the Yadamira, one chaotic Shinra Tensei is one-shotting his Susanoo, no difficulty. I know there are going to be people who are going to be mad about that, but a chaotic Shinra Tensei one-shot the entirety of Konoha, it wiped Konoha off the map with a single chaotic Shinra Tensei. There's no way Itachi Susanoo has anywhere close to that good durability. Nowhere even close. One chaotic Shinra Tensei, bye-bye Itachi Susanoo, and bye-bye Itachi. And once again, the Yadamir isn't omnidirectional. So he's good. Itachi's no idiot. I'm not trying to say that Itachi is an idiot. He's not an idiot. He knows who the biggest problems are going to be. It's the fact that he won't be able to block all of them at the same time. He knows that the biggest problems for him are going to be the animal path, the Asura path, and the Diva path. Most likely, he's going to try to keep his focus on the Diva path, realizing that the Diva path is the stronger of the three. Therefore, the Diva path is going to be pulling off the most damage. So he's probably going to be using his Yadamir to protect himself from the Diva path, which then gives the Asura and Animal path a free shot on his Susanoo. If he decides to block one of them instead, that gives the Diva path a free shot. And under those circumstances, there's no way that Itachi should be able to beat him. Edo Itachi could probably beat the Six Paths of Pain. I don't really feel like going through that one. El Itachi is better since he has more stamina and other crap like that. And the only way to get rid of him would be to yank out his soul using the healing path. So there's still a chance that the Six Paths of Pain could come out with a win. It's not as big of a chance as the Six Paths of Pain being able to beat living Itachi, but there's still a chance that Edo Itachi loses to the Six Paths of Pain. Now, let's talk about Nagato. Oh boy! This is the one that makes me so angry when people say that Itachi's stronger than him. Because it's not close. It's not even close. I like Itachi. I really do. I like Itachi. So it makes me mad that I have to say it, but it's not even freaking close. Itachi cannot beat Nagato. As a matter of fact, I've said it too. I've talked to my friend about it, and I'm going to say it right here. I feel like Itachi should have had lost to Kabuto. I feel like Itachi and Sasuke should have been defeated by Kabuto, and the only reason why they managed to win is because plot. Fight me. I'm telling you, the only... Oh, no, I wanted to off-rotate Castro so that I can keep Khalifa and Kale in the same rotation. Crap. But yeah, no, fight me. The only reason, and I do mean only reason, they managed to win was because the plot demanded that Sasuke survive this fight. They needed Sasuke for later, so yeah, makes sense why Sasuke would end up surviving this fight. Other than that, they were screwed from the very beginning. Like, Sage Mode Kabuto is too much of a monster for me to think that he would lose to Itachi and pre-Renegon Sasuke. There's no way I can see Sage Kabuto losing to those two. He should have wiped the floor with those two. He should have wiped those two off the face of the planet. But you know what? Whatever, just let those two have their free win. But, yeah, no, Nagato, no diffs, Edo Itachi. I know there are going to be those people who are like, oh, wait, but, like, didn't Itachi manage to get rid of Nagato when Nagato was in Edo Tensei? Yeah, 3-on-1. 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 Those are the big words there. It was a 3-on-1 fight. It was not a 1-on-1. It was not a 2-on-1. It was a 3-on-1. It was Naruto, Bee, and Itachi all fighting Nagato. If you take Bee and Naruto out of the equation, and yeah, I know there are gonna be people who are like, oh no, but those two didn't really accomplish that much. Those two managed to disrupt the Chibaku Tensei satellite orb, which Itachi pretty much stated he had nothing for it. He pretty much flat out said he had nothing for the Chibaku Tensei satellite orb. And if it wasn't for Bee and Naruto being there to disrupt the Chibaku Tensei, there would have been nothing that Itachi would have been able to do against that. Yeah, no, take out Naruto and Bee and make it so that Nagato, well, there are two ways that you can think about it. You can either think about it as Nagato, he already has the 9 tails and 8 tails chakra. He's able to move. And under those circumstances, not even close, Itachi gets destroyed. Nagato runs straight through him. But the much funner one, and the one that I'm going to start off with, is crippled Nagato. So, like, crippled Edo Nagato. So, Nagato, right after he got resurrected, he's crippled. He can't walk, he can't do this, he can't do that. That's the Nagato that I'm going to start off with. Because that Nagato probably Like, that's the Nagato that Itachi has the best chance at beating. That's the one that Itachi has the best chance of beating. And even still, it's still not even close. Let's start with that one. So, crippled Edo Nagato. The only way I can see crippled Edo Nagato being able to get back into a position where he's able to walk and run and fight like he did against B and Naruto, which if he gets to that point, Itachi loses. His Susanoo's going to get one shot. Itachi's going to get murdered. Not even going to be close. But the only way I can see him do that is if he absorbs enough chakra from Itachi. And, well, see, I kind of brought it up in the pain section, like while I was talking about pain versus Itachi, but Nagato has the Preta path, and this, and yes, there is a huge difference between those two. See, Edo Nagato could solo all 6 of the paths of pain, even if they were at their best. All 6 of the paths of pain, even if they were all at their best. Edo Nagato could still solo all 6 of them with one arm. That is how much more dominant Edo Nagato is in comparison to the 6 paths of pain. Here's why I say that. Crippled Edo Nagato soloed KCM1 Naruto and B with no difficulty before absorbing Naruto's chakra and gaining the ability to walk, and then he started soloing them even easier. The 6 paths of pain could not do anything close to that. Here's the thing. And the Preta path, here's why I say that the Preta path is going to be much more dangerous in Edo Nagato's position. Because unlike with the Preta path from the Rinnegan, unlike the Preta path that Nagato used when he was controlling the 6 paths of pain, his version of the Preta path has a much bigger base to start with. Because, here, let me just explain. Preta path, I believe the way how the Preta path works is that it takes whatever it has the ability to absorb chakra, and that chakra fills up the space that you have left in your chakra reserves. So if you have a little bit of space left in your chakra reserves, it absorbs chakra, then adds that chakra into your chakra reserves and puts you back up to full. Here's the thing about that. Mr. Nagato Uzumaki, note how I said Uzumaki? Yeah, he's an Uzumaki. And that's a big problem. Uzumakis have a lot of chakra. Like, a lot of chakra. Like, they have really big chakra reserves. Like, huge chakras. Like, the most chakra reserves out of any other clan. Their chakra reserves are ridiculously big. They also have a lot of durability. But here's the thing. Unlike with the Preta path, where it's maybe he can absorb some chakra from the Susanoo, maybe not. Nagato, like full body Nagato, should be able to absorb a lot of chakra from the Susanoo. Maybe he might be able to absorb the full Susanoo, like all the chakra out of the Susanoo. Maybe not, but he should be able to absorb more than enough chakra to disrupt the Susanoo even a little bit. And that small bit of disruption would be more than enough to make the Susanoo disappear. And, well, you get rid of the Susanoo, and it's same as living Itachi versus the 6 paths of pain. Without the Susanoo, there's nothing that, Itachi has to deal with Nagato. And on top of that, to make things even worse for our boy to make things even worse for our boy Itachi, is the fact that if, and this is a really big if Nagato can absorb that much chakra to disrupt the Susanoo, that should be more than enough chakra for Nagato to be able to, walk again and have the ability to walk. Because it didn't seem like he absorbed too much chakra from the Nine Tails. So Yeah, and like he should be able to absorb enough chakra from the Susanoo to disrupt it, and that should be enough to give Nagato the ability to walk again. And it's not even fucking close at that point. I'm telling you, it's not even close. What's he gonna do? What's Itachi gonna do? Tsukuyomi? Oh yeah, most definitely. Nagato's that much of an idiot to the point where he will walk into Tsukuyomi. Except for the fact that he's not that much of an idiot. Nagato figured out Nagato mastered all of the basic nature transformations and Yang release and mastered all the abilities of the Rinnegan when he was 10. 10. 10 years old, and he managed to do all of that. There's no way that Itachi's gonna catch Nagato in any form of genjutsu. And hell, to make things even worse for Itachi is the fact that Nagato doesn't even need to hurt. He doesn't even actually need to hurt Itachi to finish him off. If he summons there's one summon from the animal path that ends the fight. It's not even close. One summon from the animal path ends the entire fight. What's that summon? The chameleon. Now, yes, the animal path from the six paths of pain. He can summon the chameleon, but it's not as powerful as when Nagato summons the chameleon. The chameleon, when the six paths of pain summon it, it's very strong. It's not busted per se, but it's pretty strong. When Nagato summons it, holy shit, that thing is terrifying. That thing blitzed B. That thing was fast enough to blitz B. Not to mention that it's invisible. I mean that if you don't have sage abilities, you're not gonna catch that thing. It's gonna run straight past you and rip your ass to shreds. That also gives Nagato an extra pair of eyes. See how he's able to see out of all the he's able to see from the eyes of all of his animal summons. So if he summons the chameleon, that gives Itachi even less chances to be able to strategize or anything of the sort. So the chameleon would be probably more than enough to get rid of Itachi. There's nothing that Itachi has for the chameleon. Nagato's probably gonna summon it too. He's not so dumb. He's not dumb. He's definitely smart enough to realize, oh crap, the chameleon's probably the strongest thing that I have, so just to make sure that I can get rid of Itachi fast, I might as well summon the chameleon. Let the chameleon finish off Itachi. There's nothing you can really do about it. And even if you're talking about Edo Itachi, the chameleon's just gonna beat the crap out of Itachi until he gets weak enough to the point where Nagato can just walk up to him, human path, rip his soul out, GG. Oh yeah, I completely forgot but I just remembered this. Nagato can also summon the Ghetto statue. So even if you want to make the argument that, Nagato can't absorb enough chakra from the Susanoo to disrupt it, Nagato can just summon the Ghetto statue. And Itachi's gonna have to either focus on Nagato, or he's gonna have to focus on the Ghetto statue. And if Nagato starts summoning animals from the animal path, that's gonna make it even worse. Because that means that Itachi's gonna have to focus on even more people. The Totsuka Blade can get rid of the majority of those people and animal summons. Thing is, it can only work on one person at a time. And the Yada Mirror isn't omnidirectional, so the more things that Nagato summons, the less and less Itachi can focus on Nagato without getting destroyed from behind by any of the things that Nagato has summoned. This puts Itachi in a much bigger problem. That's another thing that Nagato has over the Six Paths of Pain. As far as we're concerned, the Six Paths of Pain cannot summon the Ghetto statue. Nagato has shown the ability to summon the Ghetto statue, and Choji had to grow and then fight the Ghetto statue. So yeah, the Ghetto statue is gonna be a problem. So yeah, no, Itachi hasn't. There's so many things that will stop Itachi from being able to even focus on Nagato, that I cannot, in good faith, think that Itachi stands a chance against Nagato. There's no way I can see Itachi being able to beat Nagato. There's too many things that he would have to focus on, and if he loses sight of any of those things, that leaves him in a disadvantage. That leaves him in a state where he can end up getting himself killed. And the biggest problem about it is the fact that, for the most part, Nagato's going to share vision with every single thing that he summons. Everything that he summons, besides possibly the Ghetto statue, I'm not sure, but everything else that he can summon, he shares vision with. So if Itachi, if Nagato starts summoning things, that's gonna, he's gonna notice when Itachi's not focused on certain things, and that's when he's gonna attack. Nagato is not an idiot. He's a technical thinker. He's not just gonna rush into a fight and think that he can walk away with a victory. Instead of doing that, he's going to try to outsmart his opponent and lead them into making mistakes and then take advantage of that. And the biggest mistakes that Itachi is going to make are things that Nagato should be able to, even with basic level knowledge of how fights are supposed to work, he should be able to figure it out. And once again, Nagato's no idiot. He's a fucking genius. He managed to learn all five basic nature transformations, Yang release, and master all the abilities in the Rinnegan when he was 10 years old. There's no reason why Nagato should not be able to continuously keep pressure on Itachi until Itachi loses focus, and boom, game over for Itachi. There's no reason why it shouldn't happen. Yeah, no, that's the end of the video, I guess. Ciao. I'm gonna try to finish this. I'm probably gonna lose. Later.